Norfolk State falls to the midshipmen of Navy now to move to 1-1 on the season. We welcome in the head coach of Norfolk State University, Coach Larry Vickers. And one thing you can talk about this ball game, started off well, but in the second quarter was where things sort of went bad for us, and it led from turnover to easy basket for them, and we never really could come back.
Yeah, well, in the second quarter, we did a horrible job handling their zone. We got a little bit of foul trouble early, and it kind of disrupted the flow. We had people playing longer minutes than we probably wanted them to play, and with the fatigue came some of the turnovers, and then also just the point guards. We just kind of weren't getting the balls in the right spots. But I mean, it'll be something that we'll fix and address before Tuesday.
And Coach, I know you don't like to look at it, but you can see it on the stat sheet. 20 turnovers. They scored 19 points off of those turnovers. Mm-hmm. We lost about 19, 70-51. And there's a little bit of a correlation there.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I think 16 or 17 of those turnovers came in the first half. So we did a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half. But by that point, we were pressing. We were forcing our shots. We were just a little overzealous.
Coach, you look at the offensive effort tonight, and that second quarter, we really got stagnant offensively. I know we turned the ball over some, but getting to our spots, getting the shots we want, it didn't seem like we did that in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, to talk about the pressure in the second quarter kind of bothers us a little bit, the zone. I mentioned that already. As far as us offensively, like there was some lineups we had with no point guard on the floor, and that's just something as the year goes on, and we get to put more sets in, and we'll be able to handle stuff like that a little better.
You talked about as the year goes on and really starting to work on things. It seems like every game is new for you. We played our first game without a point guard from last year on the other day, and today you got Yasmin back, and she kind of you showed her rust after playing being a year off. It seems like it's a work in progress. Even though we played well against VCU, it's still going to be a work in progress.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to have to play Yaz at all today. But we got in foul trouble, so she got forced to play in 16 minutes. And like you said, it is a work in progress. I knew going into this game, Navy is a team that, I mean, they're able to get in gaps. I think they exposed us a little bit, some defensively. Sometimes as coaches you say things and people don't listen. So we know where we need to focus, and if we're going to do good things this year, we got to contend.
Coach, one of the big things you look at is defense. I know you're a defensive-minded head coach. Second chance opportunities means we really didn't rebound all that well. 15 points for them on second chance opportunities. Even though we out-rebounded them, it's when those second chances came.
Yeah, especially early in the first half. I thought number 13, Hannah, she hit 2 threes off of offensive rebounds early that kind of were like, we could have prevented some things like that happening. They caught some offensive rebounds off the free throw line to create some free throws. That plays like that just hurt you and hurt the momentum of the basketball game. So, I mean, as we grow, I mean, we're a pretty young basketball team. VCU, I felt like we played with tremendous energy, and I don't feel like we played like that today.
Coach, I know it's always good, though, too, when you have this on tape, and it's all correctable.
Yeah,
it's nothing that we're just not good enough. It's all correctable.
Yeah, it's correctable, but it's disappointing at the same time. We just got to pick our spots. I felt like in none of our games, none of our scrimmages, we can't talk about those. And obviously the VCU game, we've never been from behind. So this was our first time being from behind, and you could tell we were pressing a little bit. We only got 8 assists today. We don't get 15, 14 assists. We're just not going to win a basketball game. We're not that team that plays one-on-one, and we got to understand that.
Coach, what do you learn from this ball game? First game with some young players that you really lose, and you're trying to figure things out early. What do you learn from this ball game?
Well, I think as a team we got to learn. You got to approach every game like it's pretty much like that last game. We kind of underestimated Navy's size today and their grit. And on the sideline, they were over there yelling, "Wait!" So it's little things like that. But when you look at them, you're like, "Well, I'm just gonna out jump her." And then we got to realize we got to box everybody. It's the little things that are gonna win basketball games.
Coach, we appreciate you stopping by. Again, you look at the stat sheet. There's some things that we can work on moving forward, and we'll do that on Tuesday as we welcome in Loyola. Game time 11 o'clock a.m. Future Leaders Day. I want to make sure everyone comes out and supports your team on that day. And also, there's still opportunities for youth around the Norfolk area to come out and join us on that day. 11 o'clock game start. I know it's something that you wanted to do. A lot of schools are starting to do it just to get fans out to the stands, but also show the young ladies around the area that they can come and enjoy some good basketball.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a great job, administration, renovating the gym. And, you know, we can just get people in the echoes. You know, they'll definitely enjoy the environment and come out more. So this is a chance for us to kind of get the young kids out, and they can get their parents out.
Thank you, Larry, for coming and joining us, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
All right, thanks.
Your final score is 70-51. Norfolk State falls in Navy tonight. We'll be back after this break with more.